Y'all, today has been such a wonderful day because two old friends have been reunited. This is Dale Blalock, and he brought his beautiful wife, Sue Ann. And you look at her and say, gosh, she looks so young. You look at Dale.
Yeah,
I think you robbed the cradle, honey.
it was worth it. It was worth it. Trust me. He takes good care of me.
Well, I just now meeting her, I really, really, really like her. Mm-hmm. I can look in her eyes and tell she's a good woman.
Better than me. I can assure you.
Well, behind every good man is a good woman.
That's the truth.
And
she told me she keeps him young.
Yes. You know, I thought that's what Michael was going to do with me because I'm 9 years older.
We're backwards sitting.
We're backwards. It blew up in my face.
Oh, Lord.
Because he moves like an old man. But Dale and his first wife and children live next door to us in Nottingham Apartments. Mm-hmm. Was that the name of it?
I can't believe you remembered that. I couldn't remember. I couldn't remember it.
Toot. Oh, yay. And it was a very, very low time in my life because Jimmy and I had just lost everything with that Dean Chrysler Dodge dealership in Dawson. And we lost everything. And the people brought us back to Albany, which it was 16 miles away, in a peanut wagon.
Mm-hmm.
And me under a blanket so I wouldn't know that I wasn't at home.
I remember that.
So.
Paula, was that your agoraphobia days?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
And you remember our little rides around the community?
Yes.
You'd end up in the floorboard, and I'd say, one more block, Paula, and then we'll go home. Okay.
I remember that distinctly. The day that y'all got me in the car and we made it up to Slappy Drive, which was about 1.5 miles from the house. And what was so wonderful for me was I shared my issues with no one. My husband was the only one I talked to about it. And he was not real understanding. He couldn't understand. Hell, I couldn't understand. But I don't know how it happened that I had to break down and tell you.
I don't remember either. I just remember we were sitting down one day and it just all came out.
Mm-hmm. Well, you said something to me that led me to find out that you had the similar thing.
Mm-hmm. Anxiety.
That you had suffered with it.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember you having to get up and leave a theater, you said, because when those panic attacks come, you know, they just come out of the blue and you feel like you're going to have a heart attack. So you were the only one for years that I ever talked to about it. And I'll never forget, one morning Dale calls me and he said, Paula, turn on the Phil Donahue show because his show is about agoraphobics. And I didn't know where I was.
I didn't either.
I did not know. And Dale, I remember running in the bedroom and cutting on that TV. And I sat on the end of that bed and I cried for the whole show. I said, well, there's hope for me. But I got worse.
Mm-hmm.
Even after that, I got worse. But anyway, let's talk about all the good times.
All right, let's talk about when we actually first met. It was Bobby's birthday. I think he was 7 maybe. And you had a dartboard on your front porch. We were throwing darts. Oren stuck a dart through Bobby's hand and we went to the hospital. And that's the first time.
I do not remember that.
You don't remember that? I bet you Bobby does.
Well, you know, Bobby said, Mama, I've just got to see Dale. And apparently he is.
Triplets will hold you up.
Yes. Apparently Claudia may had something to do, but it's hard. But next time.
And there will be a next time.
And I remember Oren. Oh, I just love that little boy. and I think it was the first time I ever saw him, maybe not, but they were building more apartments behind our apartments. And I mean, our door was here and their door was here. So they became revolving doors.
Yep.
You know,
Just left them open.
left them open. So the boys went up there to explore. And naturally, they were barefooted, like children do. And Oren stepped on a roofing nail. And it hurt so bad, he slumped down and he sat on a roofing nail.
Oh, what a mess.
It was a mess.
Jimmy had to climb the scaffold, throw Oren over his shoulder, and climb back down. And then, again, we went to the hospital. And poor Oren stayed over an ottoman on his knees for 3 days. He couldn't sit down.
You know, looking back, those were some fun times, even though there were some times that were full of sadness, but mostly fun. I was able to survive that because of you and your family.
Well, glad we could help.
Y'all kept me almost sane.
As sane as possible, right?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh my gosh, and remember then Bubba moved in.
We used to play cards every Saturday night.
And then Bubba, you know, Jill lived 2 doors down from us. And I introduced Bubba to Jill, and they wound up getting married.
What I loved and looked forward to is on Sundays, you know, we'd all chip in and you'd go buy groceries and cook a big meal for us on Sundays.
If I could get to the grocery store.
My favorite was neck bone and rice, fresh collards, and cornbread. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember cooking all that stuff. Yeah.
That was my favorite.
Well, I wish you'd said something because I had asked Dale if he would come shoot a show with me. But, you know, I got to thinking and I said, I don't want to be distracted by trying to cook something. I want to focus on Dale and just talk. So, but I did slip in a video earlier, didn't I?
You got me.
Yeah. So you're going to have to come back because I'm not going to be satisfied until I cook you that pork and rice.
Okay.
And collard greens and lace cupcakes.
Yeah. Oh, God, I love those things.
I do too, and I couldn't cook them fast enough.
I know it. I could only eat about 8 and then I'd have to stop.
Oh, so good. And Oren, the roofing nail boy, he is now a doctor. And I know you're so proud of him. So proud of him.
He's with Osher Hospital, has been for his entire career.
Okay, but now he was talking about moving out west.
He's moved to Reno, Nevada.
Oh, he has?
Yeah, they're out there now.
I need to go to Reno and
You
see
sure do.
that.
You sure do.
Does he live near the casino?
Oh, yeah, walking distance.
No, shut up.
They bought a condo that overlooks the river that runs right through Reno, and there's 2 blocks to the casino.
No.
So you need to go.
So is he still practicing?
No, he's doing kind of like telemed. I mean, I guess he is still practicing, yeah.
Yeah.
But you can call and then they'll hook him up with you via computer.
Yeah.
And he can diagnose or whatever he needs to do. So he's still working. He said, the way I travel, I have to keep working. But he just took me last year for 10 days in Scotland.
No.
I thought I had died and gone to heaven.
Just the 2?
Scotch everywhere.
Scotch?
Brian went. It was me, Oren, and Brian. And we had the most fun.
Oh, my gosh.
We toured all those refineries and tasted all the scotch we could taste.
How about all the castles?
We went to Edinburgh Castle, and we went to Loch Ness, and gosh, we went to a castle that was way out in the country. I don't remember the name of it. Beautiful.
I wouldn't know it anyway.
No. But yeah, we toured several castles. Edinburgh was unbelievable.
Wow.
Huge.
Wow. And like how old would that castle have been?
Oh, 1,000 years old. I mean, you're talking about way, way back.
Yeah. Like we think we got a lot of antique there that's 250
years old.
Nothing.
That was junk to them.
I have a lot of that junk.
Yeah, I know you do.
And Amy, his daughter, she was cutest little red-headed girl.
And since she's had her 2 children, it's gotten dark. It's not. You can see a reddish tint, but it's not. It doesn't look like it did when you remember her.
Does she still look like Amy?
Still looks like me, bless her heart. I hate it for her, but it's what happened. Yeah, but she
my gosh.
got a great son-in-law, 2 great grandkids, and they live at the lake in Lincolnton, Georgia. And right now she's...
Now, what is that near?
Augusta.
Okay.
About 30 miles west of
Where do
Augusta.
you and Suzanne live?
We live in Athens.
Athens? Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Jamie and his family moved to Athens for 1 year.
She just told me that. I wish I had known.
Yes.
I'd love to have seen him.
Oh, well, he'd have looked you up, and he loved it. He and Jack, the oldest one. But Mama and Matthew, I don't think they were.
They weren't that happy with it.
Yeah.
Now, see, I love Athens.
Oh, so does Jamie.
Home of the dogs.
Uh-huh. Ruff, ruff.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah.
what else? Dale has been with the school system now for how many years?
51. 51 years.
When we met, you were a coach. Seems like you were coaching and maybe taught history.
I coached football and taught 8th grade Georgia studies in Lee County.
Oh, okay.
Because I taught Ann's, not Ann's.
Becky's daughter.
Yeah, Becky's daughter and Suzette, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know, those girls are so successful.
Good.
They are fabulous cooks.
We figured out not too long ago, the first class that I taught in middle school, they're 63 now. The kids are 63. Oh, Lord, I don't know why.
whippersnapper,
I don't know how I'm not in a wheelchair, Paul, I swear.
Oh, my gosh. And Sue Ann is also in the
She is
education field.
the administrative assistant to the superintendent, but she pretty much runs the show, I think.
Mm-hmm.
She knows how to do it anyway.
She does.
Yeah.
Oh,
She
You took
and-
on
she
my
and-
9 and 13-year-old.
Yeah. That's when we married. They were
9 and 13.
Yeah.
They love it.
12 and 9. 3 years.
They love it.
that's wonderful. That is wonderful. Blended families can sometimes take a while. It does. And I had heard it takes 7 years.
And it did. And let me tell you, the youngest one, she and I butted heads. I mean, like cats and dogs. But she finally said, "You have turned me into you." She said, "Now when I leave a room, I turn the light off." And
No. Now that's a funny.
yeah. She said, "You've turned me into you." They're both good girls, so all of them.
That's just wonderful. That's just wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Do they still have a relationship with their?
Yes,
Okay, so that's good all the way around.
Mm-hmm.
it is. Because when Dale married me, he told him, he said, I don't want you to think I'm another daddy. You have a daddy. I'm not trying to fill that role. I am just here to be another support. Yeah. And that's the way I feel about his children. That's the way I feel about his children.
Yes, and I've enjoyed our little time together today. Would y'all please come back, but stay here.
You can count on it.
Stay upstairs. You'll have your own bedroom, and I even have heat and air up there.
No.
And running toilet.
Wow. I'm excited.
I know. I know. So
Yeah.
I got 2 of them.
We would love to come back.
I would love that. And
Maybe, Dale, you could tell 2 stories on her, the mouse and Amy.
Well, I do want to tell the mouse story. Is that all right?
yeah,
We were having a garage sale, a yard sale.
we always had yard
Yeah.
sales.
And Paula came, and we're all sitting out in the yard, and Paula's sitting in the grass with her legs out straight like that. And my son raised little white mice. And he just, for some odd reason, just let one go up Paula's pants leg. And she proceeded to take her pants off in the front yard and chase Oren around the house in her underwear. And I swear, I thought I was going to have a stroke laughing.
And I don't remember.
I can't believe you don't remember that. Orrin and I have laughed about that 100 times. I said, why did you do that? He said, Daddy, it just seemed like the thing to do at the time.
Let his rat out.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, and
Picking Amy up from the daycare.
What?
God, I went, you know what you used to call, you and Cindy used to call one another.
Uh-huh.
Can I say that? Is that all right?
I think it's all right.
Okay, well, I went to the daycare, kinder care, to pick Amy up when she was 5 years old.
Uh-huh.
And the lady said, I picked her up, and the lady said, well, bye, Amy. And she said, well, bye, bitch. And I said, God, holy cow. And I said, I know where you got that. Don't ever say it again. You get me killed.
Because she had heard Cindy and I
Y'all called each other that.
out of love.
Yeah, oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, well, I mean, we never were ever mad with each other.
Yeah.
Oh, how funny. Oh, I love it.
Out of the mouths of babes.
They tell the truth.
They do. Oh my gosh. I want to see her do so bad. So, if all your children could come and we all get together, that would be so much fun.
That would be a chore, but I will give it a shot.
Okay.
I will.
Okay.
Because I'd love for you to see all four of them.
Yes.
You know Orrin and Brian, and
Yeah.
you hadn't met your two,
No, I have not.
so we got to get them. Over here. You love them.
To meet them.
Yeah, you love them too.
I would love it. And Amy, I'd love to see her again. And tell Orrin that if he doesn't agree to help get everybody together, that we're all coming to Reno and stay with him.
Don't think he wouldn't love that.
Oh, he would.
He would say, "Come on tomorrow." That boy loves company.
Does he?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was trying to scare him. Well, let's make it happen. Life is so short. And
I know it is, and let's do. I'm looking forward to the next one already.
too. I love you, and Sue Ann, I love you too.
Thank you. Thank you for having us today.
I just love your face and your smile.
That did Dale's heart good to see you.
Yes,
It did.
it did me too. It did me.
Do it again.
Yes, because all of our friends are dying. Yes.
I know. Going fast, aren't we?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
We got to enjoy what we got left. Okay.
So, y'all reach out to an old friend and make sure you get together with them and talk about the old days and have a few laughs.
Yep. Thanks for having us.
Oh, I love it. Look, I'm like you. I'm looking forward to the next time.
Me too.
Hey y'all, it's Paula Deen. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to be alerted when I post a video. Love and best dishes, y'all.